Howdy folks, Matt here with Gulf Coast Fit. I'm warming up for a workout. I'm going to be using the Bulgarian bag for the bulk of my workout, but I'm loosening my shoulders up and my thoracic spine, my scapulas with some Indian club swings. So these are lightweight, 1 pound each. It's all I need. This is not the type of exercise you really need to go heavy on unless you progress to that point and you have good reason to. And I'm gonna do 5 sets of 20. So I'm gonna do 100 Indian club swings in total. And what I really like about these using a lightweight is that it encompasses a lot of shoulder, abduction and adduction, and also a lot of internal and external rotation. And as far as the scapulas are concerned, a lot of upward and downward rotation, protraction and retraction. So for that matter, some elevation and depression as well. So it just does a good job of getting your entire shoulder and scap complex nice and loose. I'm going to do 5 sets of 20. This first set's going to be a little bit slower and under control to work on the movement pattern. Certainly not something that I have perfected by any means, just like any exercise that I've done. I'm not perfect at it. So this first set of 20 is all about greasing the groove and feeling it out. So watch along. You can follow along and try this with something of this nature. 1 pound is plenty. Keep that in mind. Keep them pretty slow for this first set of 20. Feel the internal and external rotation. I can feel my scapulas gliding and sliding around my rib cage. Sure I stop, stabilize, and control between every rep. Notice how I'm keeping my body still, because right now I'm focusing solely on the shoulders and scapulas, upper extremities. So I'm not allowing my torso to twist, rotate, or pivot. Not much transverse movement here as far as the torso is concerned. A couple more on each side. All right, now each set I'm going to kind of have a different focal point or intention. So now I'm going to speed that up a little bit, allow the momentum of the club to take me through the movement. And I'm going to allow myself to work with the club, not against the club. It's a lot like doing sledgehammers or kettlebell swings. Yes, you give it some initial power, but then you let the motive resistance do its thing. Just a little faster, a little more fluid. Speed it up a little bit. Hi. So not going crazy fast, still kind of greasing the groove, just a little bit quicker than the first set. So first was kind of a low, slow intensity, and that was kind of medium. Now I'm going to incorporate a little bit of spinal rotation into the mix, especially my thoracic spine. That's really what I'm thinking about, protracting and retracting my shoulder blades. And so you'll see my torso move and twist a little bit more. I'm doing that so that I do get a little bit of a twist in the vertebrae, start to warm the back up a little bit more. I'll tell you what, I'll turn around just so you see a different angle. Front view for 10. See how I'm allowing my torso to twist more now. And every single repetition is an opportunity to reinforce and build a good movement pattern. This is not something we're trying to go hard or intense at. It's meant to lubricate your joints, warm up your muscles, and get you in tune with small articulation of big synergistic exercises like this. So these are both simple and complex at the same time, so it's not something you ever want to get ahead of yourself with. These 1 pound Indian clubs will last me a long time. All right, so now I'm going to twist and just speed things up a little bit more, like I did from the first to the second set. A little sloppy there. Always got to reel it back in. Now, that didn't feel too great. It's still doing a fine job of warming up my spine and my shoulders, but a lot of room for improvement in the swings. Although I've done these particular swings plenty of times, it's something that every time I revisit it, it's kind of like getting on a bike. Like, you know you're going to be able to do it, but you've got to grease the groove. You've got to practice. You've got to remember how it goes, take it easy, and ramp things up. And that's why I'm doing 5 sets of 20. On this last set, if I can get it in before this semi-truck comes down the alley, I'm gonna just let it flow. I'm gonna see how it feels. This may or may not be faster. I might twist and move more. We'll see. This is my opportunity. It's my 5th and final set. I might take it to 30 if I'm at 20 and I'm in a good groove. Keep going. When you got it, you got it. But make sure that you have the discipline to stop when you don't got it. You got a bad rep, stop and recommit.
It's all right.
All right, so I actually took that to about 40 reps. Got rush hour in the alley right now. It's kind of uncommon. Felt all right. I'd give that feeling wise, technique and control wise about a 7 out of 10. But again, I wasn't going as fast as possible. A little momentum does help. So it's solely on the feel and performance. So if you're feeling it, then you might add to it and go a little faster or potentially a little heavier. But keep in mind what the objective is here. I'm using this simply to warm up and loosen up, so it shouldn't set me back. My shoulders shouldn't feel taxed after this. My joints shouldn't be cranky like it might be after a higher intensity portion of a training session. So give that a go. Indian clubs, tried and true. They're a lot like kettlebells, very dynamic, very synergistic, a lot of power involved, full body, a lot of core, and certainly full commitment as far as the focus goes on every single rep. So got to stay present on something like this, and I'm always a fan of something like that where if you're not present, things go south fast and it could result in something like an injury. But with great power comes great responsibility, right? Catch you later.